Hello everyone! Welcome to Puppet 5, the Complete Beginner's Guide, a series of tutorial videos by Pact Publishing. My name is John Arundel, and I'm the author of this course. Before we get started with Puppet, here's the briefest possible word about who I am. I'm a cloud-native DevOps consultant who helps with Kubernetes, containers, Puppet, Go, AWS, GCP, monitoring, performance, resilience, infrastructure as code, and DevOpsing all the things. I help people build world-class web operations teams and infrastructure. I was formerly a senior operations engineer at Verizon, the big telco, designing resilient and high-performance infrastructures for major corporations such as Ford, McDonald's, and Bank of America. I'm now an independent consultant, working closely with selected clients to deliver web-scale performance and enterprise-grade resilience on a startup budget. You should definitely hire me. Or, if you'd like to know more, follow me on Twitter, @Bitfield. So what are we going to do in this course? Well, let's give you a little overview. First, we'll get started with an introduction to Puppet and get you up and running with the Vagrant virtual machine that accompanies this course. Then, we'll move on to creating our first manifests. I'll show you how Puppet works and how to write code to manage packages, files, and services. In the next section, Managing Your Puppet Code with Git, we'll introduce the Git version control tool. We won't dive too deeply into it, but we'll see how to create a repository to store our code and how to distribute it to Puppet-managed nodes. Later, we'll take a tour of Puppet resources. This section goes into more detail about the package, file, and service resources, as well as introducing resources to manage users, SSH keys, scheduled jobs, and commands. Lastly, we'll look at Puppet's variables, data types, expressions, and conditional statements. We'll show you how to get data about the node using Factor, Puppet's built-in mechanism for getting system information, and also how to create your own custom facts. Now, a word about the software requirements of the course. Although Puppet is inherently cross-platform and works with many different operating systems, I'm going to focus on just one, namely Ubuntu 16.04 LTS Linux, and the most recent version of Puppet, which is Puppet 5. This covers everything that we're going to learn in this course. I'm going to leave you now and hand you over to the excellent Mark Thomas, who will be the voiceover artist for the rest of this course. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy the course. Over to you, Mark.